Have you ever read one of these stories in the Bible and just thought to yourself, wow, that must have been difficult? Wow, if I was in that position, what would my response be? What would my thoughts be? What would be my reaction? What would be my display of behavior, manner of conversations I would have with myself? And just end off by thinking, this must have been difficult. I read about Joseph, and we'll discuss it further in today's devotional. Hello. Hi guys, happy Monday. Trust that all is well with everyone. Trust that everyone had a restful weekend. I trust that you are well in mind, well in spirit, well in body, well emotionally, physically, mentally, well in holistically well. And I'm hoping and trusting that you will have a great week ahead of you. That you will be able to handle everything that life will throw at you. Some may be surprises, some might be curveballs, some might be pleasant surprises, others not so pleasant. Whatever the circumstance or the situation that you would face, I pray that you would be so emotionally regulated that you wouldn't be thrown off too much or find yourself in a rut that you can't get out of. I'm just trusting that we will all be able to manage our week that is before us, and I am just hoping that we do so prayerfully, we do so guided by the word of God, and we try as much as possible to allow God's word to guide how we would operate and respond to whatever we would face, good, bad, or indifferent. So today, I know the past 2 weeks I dealt with friendship, and in light of deconstruction, renovation, and construction that we're doing for the year, I really just want to encourage us to construct a good circle, construct a circle that is beneficial to you, not just cheerleaders that would encourage you to do the wrong things or to not level up, but I just want to encourage us this week to construct the right circle. I firmly believe that the people that you allow in your space, the people that you allow to have access to you, the people that you allow to influence, motivate, challenge you, determines how far you will get in this life. It will determine if you stay stagnant. It will determine if you move to the best version of yourself. I was reading in Genesis about the life of Joseph, and Joseph shared his dream with his brothers, and they hated him. They were jealous of him. In fact, when he went out to meet them just to see how they were doing, that's what his father sent him out to do. When they saw him coming, the brothers said, look, the dreamer. Here comes the dreamer. And you might have things on the inside, different, a business that you probably want to start, a ministry idea that you probably want to start, something that you're just carrying in your womb, not your physical womb, but you're just carrying this, you're nurturing this thing, whether it be ministry, whether it be like I said, a business, whether it be a venture that you want to start. You have this thing carrying on the inside, and you might decide to share it with somebody. Construct a circle that's not going to kill your dream, because that's what Joseph experienced. In chapter 37 of Genesis, from verse 5, it says, Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the feel when suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it. His brother said to him, do you intend to reign over us? Will you actually rule us? And he hated him all the more because of his dream and what he had said. Then he had another dream and he told it to his brothers. Listen, he said, I had another dream, and this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me. When he told his father as well as his brothers, his father rebuked him and said, what is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down to the ground before you? His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. And you might have this thing on the inside of you, something that you want to do, this thing that you're carrying. It didn't come to pass as yet. You ain't start nothing, you ain't do nothing with it as yet. And if you tell it to the wrong persons, if the circle that you think you have around you is not the circle that you think it is, they could kill that dream. In fact, if you read along, Joseph's brothers sold him. The plot at the beginning was to kill him, and they were saying, let us kill him and let us see what will become of those dreams. That was the words of one of his brothers. And Reuben stepped in and said, no, let us just sell him. Judah said, what profit would it be if we kill him, to have that on our hands? And they ended up selling him to the Ishmaelites. I just want to encourage us to be prayerful. Be prayerful about the people that you allow in your space. Ask God, Lord, show me who my friends are. Show me those that are for me and those that are not. So that you ain't treating them no particular way, no, but you will just set boundaries so that you wouldn't have the wrong people in your space. You wouldn't have the wrong people pretending that they're supporting when they're not. And it's really dream killers. It's really people, according to a friend of mine, in the boat with you, but boy, hole in the boat. And when you could be focused on paddling to get to shore, to get to the destination or the place that you set out to get to, you had to change your focus from focusing on that to emptying water and to trying to stop holes, distractions. It is so important to have the right people around you. You want people that will support your vision, support if you have a business, that will support your business, that will cheer you on to go for it, that when you're feeling fearful and doubtful, that they're encouraging you to go for it. Like my cousin said to me recently, just go for it. Forget no to fear and just go for it. And so I just want to encourage us. Ensure that you're not doing like Joseph, blindly sharing your treasures with people that will want to steal your treasures and not help you invest it wisely or not help you get to where you want to go. So, like I said, I know I have a lot about friendships and Job's friends and how they responded to him, but your circle is so important. The people that you share your things with, you don't want to share your baby with the wrong people, because they might cause you to miscarry, they might cause your baby to born stillbirth, and you don't want that. And so at the end of the day, I just wanted to, as I read it, I just said to myself, wow, talking to the wrong person is so detrimental. I mean, of course, when you read the end of this story, God's purpose and plans for your life will be accomplished, and whatever you face, the word of God says all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. So he will bring his word once you walk in obedience. I mean, when you read through, you will see the word of God saying that the Lord was with Joseph. God is going to see his word through once you remain faithful. Once you do what he expects you to do, he is going to remain faithful. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be in a position where, I remember reading at the end when he had his first two sons, he was saying, he named the name that he gave to his first son. He was saying that this, in spite of all the suffering, that's what he named the son after. That despite the suffering that I went through, here I am, more or less. And you know, you don't, I just really want to harp on the fact that you don't want to share your ideas, your goals, the things that you set out to do with the wrong people. Like when I read it, I was just like, wow. Sometimes it's just a hush and to stay in silence until you actually birth that baby, because somebody might try to kill your dream, somebody might try to abort that thing that you have on the inside of you. And so that's just my encouragement for us today, to be watchful, to be mindful, and to really pray that God places the right people around you. You want to have people that will encourage you to be a better individual. Don't go down this road callous. Don't go down this road. I understand that you're in pain right now, but I don't want you to focus on this, focus on that, Melina. Kemba, seeing you in this light and going down this particular road will not afford you the opportunities to fulfill your purpose and your destiny. Sarah, don't do this, or the other person, you will tell them, you know, I really think that you should focus on this because I seeing how you could flourish here, I seeing how you could prosper here, I seeing how you could, you know, you could come into your purpose and walk into your destiny if you pursue this. The vision board party that I had recently is a friend of mine message and say, so you ain't doing your vision board party this year, what? And you know, I had no intentions of doing it whatsoever, but the fruits, I am telling you, the fruits that came out of that, I'm forever grateful that I actually did it. And the very first time she told me to do these spa parties and to do anything spa party related, a real fighter on it. I've been telling you, a real fighter on it, a real fighter on it. You know, all the excuses. I'm not ready, I don't think I can do this, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that. And you know, like every time I host a spa party or I do another spa day, you can't help but think, Gil, if you don't have the right people talking into your ears, niggling at you sometimes, I would never be selling bonnets. I would never be selling satin pillowcases. It just has some things that I know I would not be doing had it not been for this particular woman in my life. And so you want quality. You want your circle to be made up of quality people. They don't need to be a best friend. They don't even have to consider you the way you consider them, but you just know the importance of having them in your life. You know the role that they are playing. You know why you need them. And like I said, don't make it about, you know, some people think, but there's my bestie. But because they're not calling you that, you're jealous of the person that they calling their bestie. This is why they're here. Let them serve you the way that you need to be served, and vice versa. And don't make it about that titles. And some people just get so finicky with them kind of thing. I can't. But I really want to encourage us to make sure that we construct a strong circle, a circle that will not watch you stay at one level and know that you have the potential to be up here, but you're here and the alignment with your here and wouldn't encourage you to go up. Them up here now, but wouldn't say, nah, girl, come up from there. Or to tell you, come down from there, like I said in the last video. You know, you want the right people around you. You want the people that you're speaking to, that they're not dream killers. They're not envious and jealous of your progress, or envious and jealous of where you are at because they ain't get there yet. But you want to have people that, even though they may not be experiencing the measure of favor that's on your life, or they don't have the very thing that you have, they want, but because they don't have it yet, they can't support you or they can't avoid it. And so I just make that a matter of prayer that God, you will surround me with the right people, that I would, you know, collaborate and glean from the right people in my life, and The Bible talks about having the wrong company, that it corrupts good morals. You don't want the wrong set of people around you. You don't want that. And so just taking just that little page from Joseph, don't find yourself in a position where you're sharing your dream with dream killers. They're not really rowing in the boat with you, they're drilling holes. Pray and ask God to lead you and to guide you in terms of who you surround yourself with, who you glean from, the people that you're allowed to influence your life. And so that's basically my message today. Hopefully this will be the end of the friendship and the circle talk for the month of January. So yeah, but make it a matter of prayer. Your circle is so important. Your circle is so important. You don't want to be sharing your dreams with the wrong people. And so until next time, guys, remember to stay safe. Don't forget to book for our Valentine's Day promotion that we have going on for couples, not just for couples, but it could be you and a good friend, two besties, your best co-worker at work, and you all just want to have a massage together. We're running this special before Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is in the week. So it's the weekend before Valentine's Day, both the Saturday and the Sunday. Book your spots early. So until next time, stay safe, sanitize, social distance, wear your mask, and have a blessed, productive week.